What up, people, and welcome back to Beneath the Lights with Washington Talents MCs. It's your boy Chad R, and coming up today, I've got one of the most special guests that I've ever had on this show. I'm talking about business owner. I'm talking about mentor. I'm talking about the founder of SoFresh Entertainment, my main man, Mr. Emcee Fresh. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good, man.
All right,
good.
All right. Now, outside of anything else, like I said, you are my mentor. You kind of, actually, in all actuality, brought me into this game and stuff. But before we get to you as a performer, fill in some gaps for me. Born in Philadelphia.
Actually born in Jersey, moved to Philadelphia.
Okay.
Lived in Philadelphia most of my life. So.
After living in Philadelphia, you go by Fresh.
Yep.
How'd that come about?
Real story. Got into this business, hanging out, doing what I do. Had the opportunity to go to a DJ convention. Mm-hmm. And at the DJ convention was Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
Will Smith's DJ.
Right.
In a random bit of craziness, he taps me on the shoulder and he goes, "You look a lot like my boy Will." I was like, all right, that's awesome, yay. From that moment on, everybody's been calling me Fresh, and it is sort of my personality and persona, and it's who I am, so I'm Fresh.
Absolutely.
Every day.
Yeah.
And it's stuck with me for 20 years now.
Absolutely.
20 years.
Absolutely. That's what's up. Speaking of you getting into this business, I know that you kind of got in a bit of an awkward way as well. What brought you here?
Unemployment. Straight up unemployment.
Right.
I had a friend of mine who was getting into the business. He had met a guy out at a club, and we used to hang out a lot. He got in the club and he had talked to a guy who said, "Hey, you want to work for an entertainment company?" He took him up, talked to him. He came right back to me. He said, "I just got a really good gig being a dancer. Are you interested in being a dancer?" I was like, "Dude, I don't have a regular job. I'll do anything." Turns out I started taking trips to New York, and every week I was going back and forth, making $25 a party, trying to learn how to do a business that I'd never heard of before, entertain people that I had no idea what I was doing.
Right.
But it was something that seemed like a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And for me, it paid money. So I said, all right, cool, I'll do that.
Right.
Before you know it, here I am doing this now. So.
What was it about your experience that allowed you to beginning to become the entertainer that you are today?
I have no fear. You know, I have no dignity. I will get out there, I'll do anything and everything, it doesn't matter.
Right.
And this is fun for your heart. It makes me feel good to entertain people. I get out there and I can see their faces and I can see them smile. Everything about it, it feeds my soul to be an entertainer. There's nothing else that I can do that allows me to be me. Mm. I can say what I want to say. I know that people listen when I speak.
Right.
So it makes it fun.
Being able to make that connection with other individuals.
It is about moments for me. Mm-hmm. I get to see people and I know that I'm affecting them.
Right.
It's not a paycheck and it's not monetary. It's not something that at the end of Friday they're gonna hand me a check. I know, I can see it in their face.
Right.
That's what makes a difference for me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, you are legend in this game. You've been doing this for 20 years now, one of, if not the biggest name here on the East Coast. About 3 years ago, though, things weren't quite as sweet for you.
Yeah, stress, you do the same thing every week in and week out, and your head sort of gets ahead of you, and you go, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Right.
I was stressed every day. I literally lived doing parties. Even when I wasn't doing parties, it's one day a week, but Monday through Friday, every day, and 24 hours a day, and in the middle of the night, I gotta be in it. So my life, I was always on.
Right.
I could never turn off. And I actually completely understand entertainers in the bigger market, how they feel the stress. I felt the stress, and I literally one day just said, I can't do it anymore.
Wow.
I had a breakdown.
Wow.
If that's what you want to call it. And I sat in my living room and I just said, you know what, I can't take it. And I picked up the phone and I made a phone call and I said, you know what, I'm gonna be done. And I'm gonna go do something else.
Right.
That was my complete shutdown point. And I did it knowing in my heart that I was doing the right thing for me.
Right.
Not necessarily the right thing for everybody else, but for me it was, I have a belief system that says if you don't like what you're doing, do something else.
Right.
Period. No excuses. That is how it should be. So I made a choice.
Right. Which I'm sure it's very odd for a lot of individuals out there to even believe that you ever had that moment in this industry.
Everybody does. I think, you go through. And there's always that moment in your career and your job and whatever it is that you're doing where you're just not sure.
Right.
I believe that voice that's talking to you is telling you the truth. You just got to listen to it.
Right.
And we don't always do that. We hem and haw around it and we make excuses. Sometimes you just got to listen. For me, it was the greatest thing I could possibly do because I got away from the stress that I had.
Right.
I freed my mind and freed my soul, and then I was able to come back and start this and hang out with you guys. And then I met you and all these people, and it made a difference.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to get out of your own way.
Absolutely.
And most of us don't do that. We just hold on.
Wow.
So I got out of my own way. It worked out.
And you came here and started SoFresh Entertainment, which really worked out for me.
Yeah.
What does this company, this world, mean to you, SoFresh Entertainment?
It's family. It's being able to take what I do as a job and incorporate my whole family into it.
Absolutely.
My family extends from my own personal family to you guys as MCs and to everybody that works here. It's being able to do something that you love doing with the people that you love.
Right.
There is nothing better to me than that.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people go to their regular jobs. They have people, I have this person, I have that person. I don't like that guy, and I don't like that guy. SoFresh is a family of people, and I'm so picky, and you guys know this.
Right.
We could easily bring in 50 or 60 people to do this job. I won't do it, because if they don't fit the mold of being part of the family and an organization that our goal is to party and have a good time, and our whole family does it, and at the end of the day, our whole family's happy.
That's
they don't
awesome.
fit the mold, they can keep on going.
That's awesome.
I want that unit.
That's awesome.
It works for us.
And in learning and mentoring or being mentored by you, I feel as though you take that same approach to the events and the parties that you perform on. So if there were a client out there that was maybe in between
Don't be in
you
between.
and don't be in between, but if they were in between you and anyone else, why choose Fresh?
Your moment as a client is just as important as any moment that I could have in my life. For me, and I tell all the guys with me, you get to do this one time, once. There are no do-overs, or you can't make a mistake. It is the most important thing that you can possibly do on that one day, because you become part of somebody's history.
Wow.
And their family moment forever. I have clients who have seen me from 10 and 15 years ago, and to them, I'm the same guy that's in that book that's sitting on their table, and they're like, oh my goodness, that's Fresh. And I'm like, yes, because I'm part of your family. I'm part of your moment. So for me, if you're on the fence, know that there is nobody out there that's gonna give all of themselves to you other than me. I'm going to. And everybody, all you guys, all the SoFresh guys, that's what you guys are learning. You're learning to take this moment serious. Wow. It is important.
Fresh, thank you very much, brother, for
I love
stopping
you.
by here today. I love you. And thank each and every one of you for tuning in today with Beneath the Lights with Washington Talents MCs, SoFresh Entertainment.